That's joebiline here, and today I want to talk about the weekend tournament and what an absolute... I don't know what word to say without swearing, and obviously I try not to swear on this channel, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, we're going to talk about the weekend tournament and how we have messed it up, and we're also going to open the weekend tournament bundle. So opening the bundle is a bit contradictory to what I'm going to be saying a lot of, but I want to basically show you what we can get in the bundle and see, because they've got this bundle. So there's tournament packs now, which gives you a base gold player, 5 weekend tournament stamina, 25 skill boost and 75k, with a chance at the tournament players. So that's any that have been so far of the 85 variant, the weekend, the FIFA champion variant. So there's the 1k packs, maximum of 5, and then there's the 10k bundle, which gives you all these, plus it gives you one of the bundle, the 85 players, and an extra 2 gold or better players. So there's this bundle that's come around. Let's though first talk about the weekend tournament, because I feel like it's something that I've been talking about on Twitter already, at joebilinehd. If you don't follow me already, I do suggest you do that. Twitter's the place to be really for all FIFA mobile news, because obviously there's devs on there, there's a bunch of us on there who's always talked about it. It's a very, very good community of people just talking about the game, discussing it, and it's a lot of where stuff goes down that often doesn't get talked about in the videos, because I sort of just start recording and then sometimes miss things. But weekend tournaments where all the true feelings and stuff like that properly come out. Now weekend tournament, it's certainly kind of better than last week's, because last week's was an absolute, what are they doing? Bring back the old tournament. And then there were some tweets from Amath, one of the developers, well, one of the producers in the game. You may have known him from, he used to be on Reddit, and now EA have hired him, so well done to him. He's been there for a month or 2 now, and he was saying that the normal tournament would come back this week. However, he was referring to the bonus players, because last week you couldn't spend your bonus points. That's back this week. The tweets, though, looking back at them, I'll try and get them up on the screen at the moment. The tweets very much did sound like he meant that we'd be back to how weekend tournament was, but instead we've got this like hybrid of them both, where you've got a path, but you still have to redeem it and then win more. So it takes 30 wins essentially to get a player, but you get tournament boosts and XP and coins along the way, or you can go the other way and defending. So it's like a kind of like a weekend tournament matchup. So it's Liverpool versus City either side, except it costs, well, in FIFA Champion it costs 50 tickets to enter, and it gives you 10 stamina. So 50 tickets gets you 10 games. If you win those 10, you can get coins and XP, but you then have to buy it again, and it doubles to 100 tickets or 1,000 FIFA points, but you get 20, so it's the same price. You have to buy 2 lots. So essentially, if you're trying to win the player, you need to win 30 games without losing. You lose a game and you've essentially got to buy tickets again. There's no leeway like in the old format, where you could lose a few, like you'd have 15 games, but out of them 15 games you only had to win 10 to get all the rewards. Now if you have to win all 10 games just to get 2 of the rewards. Forgot to turn WhatsApp off, apologies. I thought I turned it off, but hey, that's how it is. So you have to win those just to get, you have to win all 10 games. If you draw, you get your token back, but any loss and you're essentially having to buy again. Now if you're doing it without FIFA points, essentially in FIFA Champion, I know in lower divisions it's cheaper, which is weird. Before it was always cheaper the higher you went. So before you paid 10 tournament tickets to get in, and then if you wanted to go again you'd pay 20. Now you have to pay 50 and then 100 on each other one. Absurd. But yeah, you can't lose. So essentially if you're trying to do this without spending any FIFA points, you'd have to play 50 FIFA Champion games to get 50 tickets. And then with the 50 tickets, you'd get 10 goes. If you win all those 10, brilliant, you've done really well. Probably not going to win FIFA Champion though, because unless you've got an absolutely insane squad, FIFA Champion is very, very hard currently. And obviously you can work this out if you're in a lower division. It's a little bit cheaper, works out. But for FIFA Champion, use an example because that's what we've got on the screen. So you win your 10 games, and then you want to re-enter because you want to try and get another 20 wins in this to get it. So you then have to play another 100 games. Yep. You now have to play another 100 games to get 100 tickets to then enter. I believe, obviously, you have got, it's not quite 100 games we worked out, because you get the 5 ticket, well, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. But obviously, as well as the tournament, let's jump over into versus attack, into rewards. There are, we'll just get the FIFA champion back on show. There are these, so you get 5 points for this. So 20 wins gets you 100 of these tickets to buy champion points. So I think it works out basically, if you want to get a player in FIFA champion without losing, the minimum amount you have to play is 130 FIFA champion games. So 100 in the normal versus attack, then 30 in tournament without losing. You lose any games in the tournament, and that's going to be another 100 tickets you're going to have to buy. You won't get enough otherwise. It's just absurd. It's so much to say. The old tournament format, you paid 10 tickets, or however many, 10 to 30 tickets. You got 15 goes. If you won all 10, you got the player. Obviously, the rewards are much, much, much greater before. Before, you weren't getting 200k XP or 250k, 300 skill boosts. But you were still getting the 85 player at the end. You were getting like maybe 20 to 50k XP. The coins were a lot less, and the skill boosts were lower. But it was cheaper. So you entered, you won, and then people would enter numerous times in a weekend. Now it just doesn't feel worth entering at all. It's just ridiculous, and I don't agree with it. Obviously, I've gone through it all. It's just, I know they want us to play more, but this is just too much. I don't know. Were they thinking if we make them play more, they'll do it, and then they'll stop camping because they'll have to win more and get promoted? But I feel like this is too extreme, and it's just putting people off. So I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it on my free-to-play account. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. I'm just hoping they change it back. But yeah, like Amath was saying, last week the bonus points are back. And he was saying that his comments last week about saying it returns to normal format was referencing the bonus point only. But his tweets were kind of confusing and made everyone think it was going back to how it used to be. I just hope it doesn't say like this, because I like that you get a choice. I like that you could go for one side or the other side and you get the choice that way. I think the choice aspect's cool to it. I just think they need to lower the requirement, the entry price, because the entry is ridiculous. Get the entry to how it used to be. If you're feeling that's a little bit, even if you put it up from 10 to 20 tickets, that's okay. But 50 tickets to 100 tickets, it's way too much. Make it 20 to 40 if you don't want to go as cheap as the 10 it used to be. And let us choose between these as we're going. Don't make us go for them all. Make it so we get less coins, we get less XP. Just bring it back to how it was. Or if you want to keep the choice there, make it so the choice is there, but you don't have to do it in order. If I want to get the player instead of the XP, let me do it that way. Little tweaks. The tweaks aren't even that big. You just need to, I think, a good combination. This is definitely better than last week, because last week was just absurd and made no reason. At least one stamina is one game now, not like last week. It's like, you get 40 stamina. Oh, by the way, it's only free stamina. It's a free stamina per game. That doesn't even make sense. So yeah, it's very annoying. I won't be playing. I think the best way to do it is just not play. If we don't play, EA will see people aren't playing through their telemetrics, and then they'll look to change. Because if people carry on playing, if people moan but then play it, well, the telemetrics say that people are still playing it, so there's no need for them to change it. So yeah, don't play it. Unless you want to, then play it. I'm saving my tickets in hope that it goes back down to how it should be. I don't really want to waste my tickets now and then it go back to how it is. But let's just be ironic and open this bundle and see what we get out of it. And see what there is on show from this bundle. So what we're getting one player in every pack. We're getting 5 stamina, which we probably won't use. 75k, some skill boosts, and then there's a player at the end. I believe there's a player at the end, and it's 73 Ivan Calavero. But there's also a chance at there being a tournament player at the end as well, which would be an additional card, I guess. So when we get to the final 2, we'll slow down. But coins and skill boosts are always welcome, I guess. I guess I'll probably use this stamina just because I've got it. Although I'm recording this Friday night, you're watching this on the Saturday, and I think I'm going out all day tomorrow for Forest because we've got a late kickoff against Aston Villa, 5:30 kickoff. So we'll probably end up going out in the day and end up making a session of it. So probably won't actually play tomorrow. May play a bit on Sunday. We'll see. But I really don't want to. I really feel like it's just so much. You could argue that the rewards are worth it, but it's just the entry requirements. I know they want to keep us on the game and want us playing more so they can attract advertisers, I guess, because then they can make money that way rather than having to make us buy as much stuff with FIFA points. But this way just seems too extreme, too grueling, and it's just not fun. I think that's the main thing. It's just this new format isn't fun. The old format, it was tough and stressful and hard, but it was fun. I feel like little bits of stressful competition, tight gameplay, I don't mind if it's hard. As long as it's fun at the same time. But this format, and an elite. Oh, we got Jose Callahan. Okay, the 82 version. So it's possible to get the lower ones. Guess he's XP. Because I'm sure we've already got him. Oh, I know I've got him on my free-to-play account, and we don't even use him on that. But that's cool. We've managed to get one of the elites, I guess. Would have rather had a normal elite rather than a tournament elite. But so you do, though, get it instead of the gold. Normally stuff like that is a bonus, but I guess they've just done it as you get that instead, which is perfectly fine. Just in other formats previously, it's always been the bonus, and we haven't really got much from this bundle. It's more of I just want to show you what's inside this bundle rather than expecting. Although I must say, so far this year, bundles haven't been as exciting as they were last year. This year, the bundles just seem to be full of like skill boosts and tokens and coins, and not really players. So here's the topper now, and the next card we're going to click is an 85 elite. Wouldn't mind that Vidal because I missed out on Vidal first week. And we're going to get ourselves this week's right back, Alexander-Arnold of Liverpool. So I guess we've just completed the weekend tournament and we don't need to play it now if we've got Alexander-Arnold. I guess I could try. The thing is, I'm not good enough this year. He's got some pretty nice stats for a right back, but left backs and right backs are useless this year. I'm sure you've all realised, and you probably do it yourself. Everyone's playing free at the back this year because left backs and right backs just don't get involved in the game this year. I hope that's something they can look to try and address, because it'd be nice to be able to go back to using 4 at the back formations. But 3 at the back just seems like the ultimate thing to use this year. So 3 at the back it is. Left backs and right backs can be gone. But I guess we've kind of completed that side. Sterling looks nice, but he's a right forward. So it's like no one really uses right forwards. So it's a bit like, okay, that's how it is. Still looks very nice card though. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below. I think I summed it up pretty well. It's just the requirements are just absurd. So do leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. If you do think it's great this way, let me know in the comment section. I'd be happy to hear why you think that. But leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. Come follow me on Twitter at